Today we're going to talk about how to graph linear inequalities, which is very similar to graphing lines. The only thing you need to pay attention to is your inequality symbol and where you're going to shade. So first thing you need to know, thinking back to your number lines, is if we have greater than or less than, we have a dashed or dotted line. And if you have greater than or equal to or less than or equal to, it is going to be a solid line. Then you're going to test a point in inequality to determine which direction to shade. I typically try to do 0, 0. The only time I can't do 0, 0 is if my line actually goes through 0, 0. If the resulting inequality is true, meaning the alligator is eating the bigger number, then you're going to shade the side of the point, and if it's false, you're going to shade the other side. Okay, so here we go. This is in slope-intercept form. I know this because the y is by itself. So remember, if I find my m and my b, I start with my b, and that's -7, and then I'm going to go up 1 over 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to go up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. And like I said before, I like to draw lots of points to help me get a nice straight line. Now, before I draw my line, I need to check my inequality symbol and see if it is going to be a solid or dotted line. And because there's not that equal to sign underneath it, I know it needs to be dotted. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my dotted line in. And then I need to test a point to see which side I need to shade. Best testing point here is 0, 0. So I'm actually going to draw that on the graph and label it. What that means is I'm plugging 0 in for x and 0 in for y. And I'm going to simplify this side to see what happens. And I get -7 when I type it in my calculator. When you're looking at this, you're going to ask yourself, does the alligator eat the bigger number? Yes, it does. This is true. Okay, so what I want you to do is put your pencil on the point that you drew in, so that's 0, 0. If it's true, you're going to shade that side. If it's false, you need to move to the other side. So this one was true, so that means I'm going to shade this side of the line. And you don't have to color the whole thing in, we just have to be able to tell where you're shaded. Let's do another one. This one is in standard form, so we're going to do the cover-up method. So if we cover up the y, we're left with 4x equals 8. So I get x equals 2. And if I cover up the x, I'm left with y equals 8. So I'm going to go ahead and plot those points. X is 2, x-intercept, y is 8. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then I'm going to check this one, because it has the equal to sign underneath it, is going to be a solid line. Nice straight line here. My arrows at the ends, so I'm going to change those. Okay, and now we're going to test a point. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my point in. Okay, I'm going to use 0, 0 again. So I'm going to plug in 0 for x and 0 for y. And plug that in my calculator. I get 0 is less than or equal to 8, which is also true. So if it's true, put my pencil where that point is, shade that side of the line, and we're done. Okay, another one in slope-intercept form. We are going to do m, which is really -1 over 1, and b, which is 3. So I'm going to start at 3, and I'm going to go down 1 over 1. And then I'm going to draw a dotted line this time, because it doesn't have the equal to sign. Hopefully this is a nice straight line. Okay, and then we're going to test a point. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in 0, 0. So I get 0 is less than or equal to -0 plus 3. Plug that in my calculator. I get 0 is less than 3, which is true. So put my pencil on that point and shade the opposite side. Shade that side, sorry. And we're done. Okay, another one in standard form. We're going to cover up our y. We're left with 3x equals 12. So if I divide by 3, my x-intercept is 4. And And if I cover my x, I'm left with negative 2y equals 12. So if I divide by negative 2, I get y equals negative 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this needs to be a solid line because there's an equal to sign there. So I'm going to draw a solid line. Didn't change. Need my arrows on the ends. Okay, now I'm going to test the point 0, 0. I apologize, you can probably hear my children in the background. So I get 3 times 0 minus 2 times 0 is greater than or equal to 12. So we get 0 is greater than or equal to 12. This is false. Okay, 12 is definitely bigger. So since this point didn't work, I'm going to go to the other side and shade the other side of the line. And then I'm good. Okay, last one. B, start at negative 2, go up 3 over 2, up 3 over 2, up 3 over 2, and we should be good there. We're going to draw a dotted line for this one. Wow, that didn't change. Try again. Okay, I'm going to draw a dotted line for that one. And then we need to test a point to shade. Go ahead and plug in 0, 0. So we get 0 is greater than 3 halves times 0 minus 2. When I simplify that, I get 0 is greater than negative 2, which is true, so I'm going to shade that side of the line. Okay, that's all you're doing for these. Go ahead and do the practice. If you have any questions, let us know. And that is the last lesson for the unit. Have a great day.